so I didn't grow up at all being Catholic, and it was later in middle school. My parents went through a divorce, a really hard time in our life, where my mom came back to the Catholic faith. And I, thanks be to God, kind of followed in her footsteps. I saw her journey. My bedtime stories kind of became God moments. She would kind of share like just exciting moments in her life, how God was moving her and revealing himself to her. And she just loved it. And I loved my bedtime stories. And I was like, I want that relationship with God too. And she started going to Mass again, and she invited me to go. And she would cry every single Mass. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, why is she so emotional during Mass? And so I was like, all right, I better sit up straight, pay attention, hear what the priest is saying. I just fell in love with the faith, and we started the RCAA program. So me and my sister got baptized together in 8th grade for me. And then we did the program to get First Holy Communion. And then I joined the rest of the kids to do our confirmation in high school.
So your mom left the faith?
For kind of, it was, her parents kind of stopped dragging them to Mass when they were in high school, angsty high school kids. There was 4 in the family, and the parents kind of got fed up with dragging them to church.
With the struggle.
Yes. Yeah. So fell away kind of just, and didn't really go to church or anything else like that. She married my dad, who was Protestant. And so if we ever went to church when I was a kid, it was actually my dad's Protestant church, which was downtown. And the only time I would go to a Catholic church was with my cousins on vacation, because my uncle, Uncle Eric, he's very devout, loved him so much growing up. I could ask him any question, like hard question. He'd always wear that brown scapular around his neck. Like we'd go to the beach and he'd always have this weird like faded tag around his neck. And I'm like, what is that? What are you doing? But his family would never miss Mass, even when we went down to Cape Cod or go up skiing over the winter. Like I said, my family was actually a huge skiing family. Ever since I was a baby, like born in the womb, my mom was down the slopes with me in her womb.
Oh, wow.
So the only time we would miss a Sunday of skiing was when my uncle and his family were up. And so that would be the day we wouldn't go skiing, which is really odd for us because we always skied. And so that entire day would be dedicated to going to Mass in the morning with the family. I always had no clue what was happening. And then we would go to breakfast after and walk around the little downtown shops. But over the years, I started realizing the routine of the Catholic Mass. And I was like, hey, I can actually follow along a little bit, even though I went once or twice a year. Not even on Christmas or Easter. This was just like ski season or summer season. And I was like, I don't know. Between my mom and dad's religion, I kind of fell closer to the Catholic faith just because it was always the same. There was consistency. And as a young kid, I liked that routine of, okay, I can kind of that's what I would do too. My cousins would know what's happening during Mass. I didn't. And I'd feel super insecure, like, I don't know what we're doing. And so I would watch the mouth of the priest very closely. And if he's like doing this or that, I would mimic it. And my cousins, they would kind of watch me and they're like, you don't know actually what you're saying. And I'm like, I'm following. I believe in one God, the Father Almighty. I was like, I know what I'm saying. So anyways, but yeah, no, it was high school. Through the hardship in my life with my parents' divorce, I grew closer to our Lord, clung to him so closely. I fell in love with him. And yeah, actually through my cross-country sport too, which is a very rigorous sport, a very painful sport.
Cross-country skiing?
Now this is running. This is running. Cross-country running, very painful sport, I would say, if you push yourself hard. Through that painful sport, I kind of clung to our Lord as well in that athletics, which would carry into my college years. And in college, honestly, and I can go into that, is really where I fell deeper into my Catholic faith.